Welcome to another episode of Bold and Beautiful.
Bold and brown. But it's okay, he'll get it one day. He just wants to call me beautiful.
Should we edit that out or should we leave it? Oh, we'll leave it.
Okay.
Well, that's a good start.
Yes. What's our topic today, Ben?
You got to take it now after that bit now.
Well, it's something that we find actually really dear to our heart, and it's something that we are very excited about because we thought that we wouldn't have many people on our podcast, but we've actually are bringing in today two of the most important people in our life, and they are our little brat children. No, they're going to see this and be like, brat.
They're the best things that could have ever happened to us after you, of course.
Of course.
Of course. And we're going to be sharing something which, is something that we try our very best to do. And that is to raise them in such a way that they have a positive outlook in life, a positive outlook to anything they pretty much do, whether it be sport, study, family, life, health, wealth, happiness, generally speaking, everything, right?
Exactly. So it's more about, why we want to apply this kind of mindset, this gratitude, this positive energy, and this positive thinking, more importantly. And when we go back to think about, when I came across it, it wasn't really until my late 20s, early 30s. Like, I knew nothing about personal development. I knew nothing about personal growth. I never really heard these words, especially growing up or in school or studying. What about yourself, Vin? When did you...
Another thing, because it's there, but they haven't put a label on it. They haven't said what it is specifically until, like both of us, I think late 20s, early 30s is when we got exposed and actually said, you got to have a positive outlook in life. Before then, we knew, people who have a positive outlook in life, usually I find them, I was probably magnetized to them in both work.
Yeah.
I mean, people are in general.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll rather be with someone who's very happy, optimistic, who's just happy, rather than someone who's down, depressed, and always moaning or complaining about something. So I think it was there, but it wasn't put into context until we joined a network marketing company. And, from there, they said, first thing,
Yeah.
you've got to be a positive person.
Yeah. And even looking back, like from our parents' generation, right? They probably weren't aware of any of this. I mean, they just cracked on. But they had a lot of challenges, a lot more challenges than what we may feel that we had. They were maybe first, second generation into the country. They were working from the age of 12 or 15, Some of you may know your own parents' stories. But what I feel now is our tolerance is very different from theirs. The world is changing so quickly. The economy is changing so quickly. And I think for a few reasons, sometimes we feel that things are too readily available. We had this conversation, myself and Vinay, like, we're so hungry because we weren't just given everything on a plate, but we're giving everything for our kids. Like, what's going to keep their hunger going, for example? And another thing I think for me is, I don't know if it's me, but I never knew anything about mental health or ADHD and autism and, all these things like back in the days. They probably did exist, very much so. But I think people are becoming more aware of it. And so I think that implementing like a positive mindset and just teaching them about growth, like for us, it's so important.
Absolutely. I mean, look, when I met Rupa, I showed her that she had a lot of mental health. Before then, she was, pretty much in her own head and
really in a bubble.
In a bubble.
Still am.
So once Rupa realized, and with my help, we got to know and understand that, wait a minute, you can live your life in a certain way, and it has to be intentional, and it's not going to be easy. Going back to parents, of course, parents lived in a generation where both our parents, not born in England, they came over, and the challenges then with new country, the success factor was, they've gone to a new country, they're going to be a bit more hungry anyway. They're some of them business owners, or they're working a job very hard, very different to how people who are born maybe in this country, in the first world country, and everything's pretty much given. So our parents did amazing. I think they, coming over and going through everything. But now, what can we do for the next generation where they've got a little bit easier? Because now we're settled, we're doing things, we're not in, I mean, I'm not going to say we're not in war, because when you look on the news, you see all kinds of things happening in different parts of the world, which is, really unfortunate. But we want to create an atmosphere, an environment where the hunger is there. But I know one thing, and we both know that giving them a positive mindset. I mean, when I grew up, I just thought, because I realize now I do a lot of things that my dad does. He's very good at finding the negative in pretty much everything. He can find it out somehow. And sometimes, I remember saying to you, remember when we first started going out, I was like, oh, things are going so well. How come something's not going wrong yet? Or why hasn't it gone wrong yet? I'm like, I'm anticipating. I'm always looking forward.
I remember when you used to say, I'm angry at you, but I don't remember why. And I was like, what are you talking about? You're mad at me, you're upset with me, but you can't remember why. Like, he was literally, it wasn't normal to be happy.
Deep talks.
Deep
talks there, man. And it was true. It was true.
Yeah.
I'm angry at you. I don't know why. But once I figure it out, I'll get back to you.
Yeah, that's what he used to say.
And I did as well.
Oh, really?
So, there's a few things that we've learned in our industry that we not only do we try as much as possible to apply it to our lives. I mean, there's processes. And we've all heard of these processes, waking up, rather than, thinking about, oh my God, I woke up and what kind of day is this? And, oh, I've got to go to work. No. Wake up saying, thank you. Thank you for this life. Thank you for, being in a house, having food, and, looking forward to the day and having that, being blessed rather than thinking any other way. And I've got to do this, I've got to do that. At the end of the evening, a wind down process, meditating, being grateful, those kind of things. So we've got our different things that we do with our kids. And I think maybe now is a time, or do you want to let them know about anything else about mental health that you have?
Do you know, just having this conversation, I just kind of thought something came to me. And I thought to myself, I was bullied quite badly when I was in school. Like, really? I hated going to high school. Like, for me, it was a nightmare, absolute nightmare. And anyway, that's a whole other topic. Vinay, please don't start. It's still a very sensitive subject. However,
we need a couple of hours for that.
I'm grateful I had gone through it. And it just sometimes makes me wonder, like, if I had known about how to get myself in a positive state, or how to avoid negative thinking, or how to avoid, I don't know, being fearful and these kind of things, like, would it maybe have panned out a different way for me? I don't know. But, it could have been different. Like, it could have been different. You never know. So I think things like this, it can happen to any child in school. You may or may not be aware of it. But for me, it's such a big thing. Like, if something like personal development, growth, positive thinking can even by an ounce help that towards the fact that someone could be bullied or my kids could be bullied, like, I'm happy to have done that through, with them. So that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I know you spoke about it. Maybe I've had periods or a period of time when I was a little bit bullied as a kid. Mine was dealing with a lot of insecurities. And yes, I think, when you're in that situation, it's not easy, of course, being the age. And then you do end up, playing the victim card, the victim, oh, I feel sorry for myself. And, a positive mindset wasn't really, I mean, it's not taught in school. It's not, I wish it was.
I wish it was.
I wish they taught us how to be, have a positive outlook in life. But you're not taught that. You're not taught finances. You're not taught how to do your taxes, how to be an entrepreneur.
Communication skills.
Yeah, you're not taught, you're taught how to be a good employee. And pretty much, you learn, where do you learn about money? You learn from your parents. And you pretty much do what your parents did. So we do intentionally with our kids, positive mental attitude, trying to find the good in everything. It's not easy, as you can imagine, kids being kids. But we try and do our best. And what we want to do is get them on here.
Yeah,
get them involved. First and foremost, we don't know what's going to happen. They're going to come out with some random stuff. One, our son has just turned 7 2 days ago. Our daughter is 4, going on to 5, no, going on to 30.
Right.
She's very clued on, very sharp, just like our mama. So we're gonna shall I bring him in, and while you continue about your about anything else that's going on.
Vinay, look, you're attracting it now. Don't even go there. Yeah, let's not. Be
All
careful.
right, I'm gonna go grab them. You carry on.
Hung by the Tongue. That's a great book to read. Hung by the Tongue. So, be careful of what you say. Your words can become your reality. So, yeah, while he's grabbing the kids, everyone does things differently with their children. And it's also a very important thing to understand that it's never too early. It's never too early. It's never too late. Like, when you are in the moment and you think, do you know what? I want to start implementing things with my children. I started when my son was about a year old, just carrying him. He would be looking at a wall and reading affirmations. We'd read affirmations out and he would just be staring at the words whilst we're reading affirmations. So it is never too early. Remember that. So
Okay, so
Kiki and Sia. Oh, sorry.
Let's let them introduce.
All right, go on. What's your name?
My name is Sia.
Okay.
And your name?
My name is Kiki.
What about your surnames?
My name's Palmer.
Is it Kiki Palmer?
Is it Kiki
Yeah.
Palmer? Is that your full name?
No,
What is it?
it's Kihan.
Oh, okay. Okay, no. Kiki.
Okay, so first question.
So how old are you?
I am 4,
How old are you?
7.
When did you turn 7?
2 days ago.
Is that so? And did you get lots of presents?
Yeah.
Okay, so we want to have a chat with you guys. We want to just, want you to share with everyone what
And
we
look.
do.
We want you to look here at the green dot, okay? Look at the green dot over there
Okay.
when you're talking, if you can.
Okay, so why don't you start, Ruth?
Okay, so when you sleep with mummy and papa, it's very different, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
sometimes papa works until late, he has meetings in London, and it's mummy's turn to put you to sleep. So how does mummy put you to bed? What do we do, Sia? What's your bedtime routine with mummy?
First, Sia sleeps. No, I'm doing it.
No, let's no.
I'm doing it.
Okay. Sia,
Sia's going to go first.
what do
Yes,
we
Sia?
do, honey?
My bedtime routine.
Look at the green dot, honey.
But my bedtime routine is I brush my teeth when mommy calls me, and then I do something at my desk.
You do something at your desk?
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you do at your desk?
I do maths in the book.
And you do writing skills.
Yeah, and then I sleep by myself sometimes with mommy.
Yeah. And what do we do when we sleep, honey? Before actually sleeping, what do we do together? Do we do any affirmations?
Yeah.
Which ones?
I am smart.
And then what
Mommy.
else?
I am strong.
I'm strong. Yeah. What else?
I don't remember.
I'm special.
I'm special.
I am brave.
I'm brave.
I am awesome. We do all these affirmations, don't we?
Mommy.
Yeah.
What about Kiki? What's
But
your routine with mummy?
why do you put a
Don't worry, honey.
cardboard thing?
Okay, that's really good. Kiki,
Can
what
you
about
stop doing that,
what do you
honey?
do with mummy in the what do you do with mummy's routine at night? What do you do?
I have the do,
Yeah,
and then I brush my teeth,
very good.
and then I
Good on them.
do something for 15 minutes, and then also when Papa say I do the candle and the dog, and then I go in bed.
Okay, maybe we can move on to that one
Yes.
then. Okay, so with Papa, what do we do with the dong?
We meditate with it.
Okay, and how do we do it? What do we do?
We get the stick and then hit it on the dog.
Yeah, and then what's the first thing that we say thank you for, or what's the first step?
How
Sia, do you remember?
powerful God is.
How powerful God is. Okay, and Sia, do you remember what the second step is?
The second step, we pray for God.
We bless.
We bless people.
We bless people. And the third step?
Third step is you're so happy, you're so grateful for that happened today.
Wow. So we talk about what we're grateful for. That's really. So do you like doing that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what about the candle? What's the candle about?
And we just look at it.
So it's meditation.
Yeah.
And why is it important to do meditation?
So
You can be calm.
And who remembers the 3 game?
Me.
Okay, how about you, Sia? Okay, what's the 3 game?
So somebody needs to get angry. Like if I wanted to watch TV but Papa was and he said no,
Yeah.
who would get angry, me or you?
Well, one of us will get angry. Let's say if I get angry at you, what do you have to do then?
I have to do the 3 on you.
And you have to do the 3 things about, what do you have to do? 3 things about what?
What I love about you.
Oh, so when you're angry at somebody, you have to stop and say 3 things you love about them.
Yeah.
And Sia, have you done this in real life?
Yeah.
You haven't done it in real life? I think you have. And was it easy to do the 3 things you love about somebody?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so who do you love more, mummy or papa?
Both.
Sia, what's your answer? Who do you love more?
I love mommy, papa, both. Both?
Oh, my babies.
This hasn't been rehearsed, by the way.
No,
Okay.
not at all.
Who do you love more? Nana, Nani, Dadu, Daddy?
Okay, let's not play this game.
All.
Oh,
there you go,
okay.
there you go.
Right.
I love
answer.
all of the family.
All okay.
All
Okay,
of
okay.
Okay, last. I've got a last question.
Okay, mummy's got
Okay.
a last question. Ready?
Why is doing gratitude and being grateful, why is it so
What
important?
does gratitude mean?
Gratitude when you say, oh, I'm
Thank
so
you.
happy and grateful.
Uh,
The thank you that we do.
Yeah, why is that important?
Why is it so important?
so we can.
Why is it important to be thankful, honey? Do you think that maybe you have lots more than other people may have sometimes?
Yeah.
And you have to remember that? And what else? The more that you're grateful, what will happen? The more grateful you are,
The more you will get.
the more you'll receive. Right,
good.
Sia? Is there anything else you'd like to say to everybody?
Hey?
Anything you'd like to say for any kids that are watching this? Any kids like you who are watching this? Would you like to say anything to them? If they don't know about doing gratitude or meditation, what would you like to say to them? Any advice?
What does that mean?
Okay, let's
Okay.
have some fun. Okay, how about you show everybody 1 muscle?
Yeah.
Okay, 2 muscle? Look at Wow, 3 muscle. Oh my god. Look at these. Okay, are you going to go gym with Papa?
Yes.
Are both of you going to go gym?
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you
my
one question.
God.
Kiki knows. Kiki, if when you go gym, how much is eating food? How much percentage is that you need to have?
50.
So 50% of gym is what?
50% of
Gym
Food.
is food. Good. And what's 25%?
gym and sleep.
Gym and sleep. Very good. Okay. Okay. You guys can go play now with Dadu. What's Dadu doing in the living room?
He's watching cricket.
He's watching cricket. You want to watch cricket?
Boring cricket.
Boring
Oh,
cricket.
cricket is so
Okay,
fun.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
I want to play.
Okay, we're going to go later on.
Bye,
We're gonna
guys.
play later. Okay, go.
Bye.
Shut the door. Shut the door.
Bye,
Shut the door.
bye, bye.
Oh my
Open the door,
god.
open the door,
Now
open
they've
the door.
woken up. Right. So guys, there you have it.
There you go. I don't think there's anything else we can add to that.
Yeah. No, exactly. So, as I was saying earlier, it doesn't matter what age, just start with something. We have this, actually, where's this glass gone? There's a jar, meditation jar. Anyway, it's probably in their rooms. They're like, shake it. It's just like, it's full of like, it's got water, it's got liquid, it's got glitter, and they shake it and they just stare at it until it all settles. They've got their own ones, and that's just like a woosa kind of thing. And sometimes we need that as well as the kids. I think I need that more than the kids.
Agreed. And I've got this Tibetan gong bowl, and because I went to have a session with a gong healer or meditation type process, and the sound waves are energy waves. And so, I bought that, and we hit the gong. It's like a game for them, and they enjoy it. So they hit the gong, and then they say three things that they're. The process, just if you didn't quite get it, was number one is that we recognize God's power, and I learned that from Kevin Trudeau, one of my all-time favorite personal development coaches, and he says there's a way of praying. It's on YouTube. It's a really good video, and he says the first thing is to recognize God's power. Giving Him praise. So we do that. Then the number two thing is who we want to bless. And sometimes we go through blessing people that we weren't, I said, is there someone horrible to you? He goes, yeah, I go, we're going to bless them. And they said, Papa, why are we blessing them? I go, you bless everyone.
They didn't get that at first.
They've got God there as well. They've got God inside them. They're going to make, they're a little bit young now, but I'm going to say people like that make you stronger. And the third thing is that we talk about what we're grateful for, three things. And the fourth thing is we actually skip this part because I think they're young. They don't really resonate with it. I go, what is it, anything that you want? And you can be grateful for it now. So that's my routine. I know Rupa's is a little bit different. I think is equally good, but it's a little bit different.
Yeah, it is different. And I think because I spend so much time with the kids after school and during the day, weekends and things like that. Like for me, the nighttime routine is quicker, but I like to also give them time to themselves. I think this is because they're always together. Sometimes they clash, they're fighting. Those two big energies are always like at each other's throats most of the time. They do play really well, but I like to give them their own space. They can just do what they want in their own time. It's just downtime, right? Then we go through the gratitude, like 3 things you're grateful for, and then words of affirmations for me is so important. Like saying to themselves, like, I am strong, I am powerful, I am smart, I am special, and these things, they will remember it. It goes into your subconscious. Like you will remember from years from here, like, wow, I used to say things like my parents used to do this with me. And this is what is really going to identify where they go. For me, I believe that, right? What routes they take and how they become, how it just molds their character growing up. So
absolutely. Little things like this, they shape how we are. And I know they're young. It may not be registering in their conscious mind, but subconscious mind is there. And they're right now, their mind is like a sponge. So I know they're a little bit too young to understand if someone is harsh on them or criticize them. That is actually a blessing. And it's not easy. I'm not saying, someone criticizes you, you're like, oh, thank you very much, and thank you, let's move on. No, but it's about maybe taking time to digest that and say, you know what, that person's going to make me stronger. And I want to get across this message to them. And, I'm looking forward to them getting bigger, older, and just doing more things like this. I can't wait to take our kids to an event. We just went to Rome recently, and we went to a really good event. And it's a shame. It would have been great if the kids were there. I think they were in school. So, but I'm looking forward to these kind of events.
For sure. So, you become who you spend most of your time with. You're the company you keep, the atmosphere and environment that you create. So I think it's so important to implement stuff like this, especially for kids, Maybe you got it, maybe you didn't. But this is our time. And I don't know who it was that I read, or I read in a book, or I maybe listened to it somewhere. Like when you have children, you've actually got it in your own hands to be able to build them and mold them into the characters that you want them to become. So this is so important. Like we can change characteristics, we can change minds, we can change temperaments, we can change personalities, so many things. And this is the age that they, as Vinay said, become sponges, listen to everything, understand things, and then let's see, we can only hope for the best.
Can you change your husband's mentality and mindset?
No, you keep me on my toes, babe. I need that as well.
Too late for me now.
I don't want a smooth ride. Smooth is boring. I need a bit of a bumpy ride, That's when you know you're living.
That's why I married you.
Thank you very much, guys. Until next time. See you soon.